from confusion to clarity, understanding psychology. I think that understanding psychology might be a good starting place might be to look at the name psychology, because it implies an understanding of the psyche. And I think that psychology has gotten distracted and focuses on the brain as being the psyche, and it's not the brain that's the psyche. The brain is merely the way the psyche accesses the body. So if you look at NDE videos on YouTube, you'll see that people often leave the body and the brain far behind. So the brain is not the psyche. The brain is merely what the psyche uses to express itself. So if psychology were to return to focusing on the psyche, I think it might be a whole lot more useful than it is at the moment. Another thing about psychology is I think they followed the wrong guy. They went after Freud and they listened to Freud more than they did to Jung. And I think that Jung was onto a much more balanced and holistic overview, and also a more precise connection to truth and the psyche than what Freud was. I think Freud might have been a distraction and they fell for that. So yeah, psychology would have been much better off if they followed Jung, and I think so would you. It's well worth researching and looking into Jung rather than Freud. I mean, I'm not going to say Freud was completely wrong. I'm not going to say Jung was completely right. It's just that Jung seems much more spiritual, if you will, where Freud seems more intellectual. That's something else that might help psychology, is to realize that the mind has many aspects. The ancients used to say that the mind had the shallow end of the mind. They called it manas, which is basically the counting mind, the baby pool of the mind, if you will. And then deeper than that was Buddhi, which is the reasoning mind, which I think Einstein would have referred to as the union between brain and heart, or even a larger union between the left and right brain and the heart. That's what Einstein called genius, which I think the ancients called Buddhi, which is the reasoning mind. Psychology might gain from learning about that. And then there is Chitta, which is the heart mind. And I know that recently scientists have discovered that the heart actually has more brain waves than the brain, or at least more energy waves. I don't think you could call them brain waves. So psychology could definitely benefit from learning about the different aspects of mind, and then also the psyche, which is even beyond mind. And yeah, so to summarize, psychology needs to return back to the psyche. They need to look more into Jung and less into Freud, and they need to learn the various aspects of the being, which includes the aspects of the mind, and then what lies beyond the mind, which is more important. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and if you like that, check out this next video.